Welcome back to Mountain Connections. We are actually going to end our show talking about something fascinating that you can watch online. Before we get to that, thank you so much for tuning in to Mountain Connections today. Live Democracy Now! Is up next right after this show. We will be back Monday morning with more. Once again, we appreciate you being here. It's going to be snowing throughout the day today and then clear out tomorrow, so I hope you have a great weekend. Here is Heartland Docs, a show all about veterinarians that work in the Heartland.
Right now, I have the honor of speaking with Dr. Ben and Erin Schroeder. They are airing all new episodes of Heartland Docs. Thank you so much, doctors, for joining us today.
Well, thank you so much for having us.
I've got to correct you. Our last name is Schroeder because that's what Grandpa told me it was. So I'm going to keep it real with that. But.
Oh, no, I very much appreciate that. So Heartland Docs.
It looks like Schroeder, I know.
Yeah. Well, and this show, Heartland Docs, is returning with a new episode. So, Dr. Erin Schroeder, let's start with you. Tell me a little bit more about these new episodes.
Oh, I think this is my favorite season yet. We've been able to film some really amazing cases, some amazing wildlife stories. You get a little more of a glimpse into our personal lives, which is always a little scary, but also a ton of fun because I feel like our viewers are going to get to know Ben and I and our boys and just our family dynamic a little bit better.
And Dr. Ben Schroeder, I'm very much looking forward to these all new episodes. Certain really tough things happen that you have to treat. Can you highlight any of those for us?
We've got a lot of pretty cool cases. You know, I got to go rescue a chicken that was down by the golf course in town that was attacked by dogs or a fox.
This is true story. That's one.
I mean, that was pretty fun. We rescued Jerry. Jerry's owner never surfaced, so we got to rehome Jerry to a beautiful new home. We took care of a horse with a devastating wound on the inside of his front leg that required Erin and I to suture it for over 4 hours. It took forever, but a year later, you know, this horse is doing much, much better.
And we can't forget about Happy, our little dog Happy here. He gave us a heck of a scare. And so as you can see, he did just fine, but Happy didn't come with an easy button. So you'll have to watch to see what happens. But on a good note, he's here. He's really excited to be here this morning. He did not love his bath yesterday, but he's happy to be with you now.
So even your own pets give you some opportunities for some, you know, extra time and care during these episodes.
Yeah, I think the best thing about bringing our own pets into the clinic is our boys can kind of help us work on them. There's actually a scene in the show where Charlie gets to help his mom neuter our own cat.
Yes.
Mookie.
Yep. Mookie was sleeping in the middle of the kitchen table this morning, which is super off limits, but he found his way. That's our table centerpiece. But it's really neat. When we have our own pets, we feel, you know, obviously a little more comfortable letting our kids get a little more hands-on. And so viewers will get to see that this season.
Oh, you are such valuable to your community. You hold so much that you help these individuals and their animals with. In fact, you mentioned the horse with the leg issue. Also, I think there's a calf with a broken leg. Aren't these usually injuries that you actually have to put the animals down for?
Well, they certainly can be. I mean, I feel like we always want to do the best thing for the animal. And in certain situations where there really is not a feasible option for that animal to live a pain-free life, you know, that's part of our job too. And that's never an easy decision to make. And it's you know, we always want to exhaust all the other possibilities. But I think in this season, I think most of the animals in the stories that we showcase, I think most of these turn out to be really happy endings.
Yeah, it's been a great year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I'm curious, I know this is, I'm sure, a very long answer, and I know we don't have a lot of time left, but I'd just love to hear a little bit about both of your background, how you came together, and why you wanted to be veterinarians.
Well, I fell in love with this face.
Oh, that's so nice of you. Honey. Same here. We met in veterinary school. I'm a couple years ahead of Erin in life, as you can tell by the gray. But and we hit it off right away. Erin and I met. A couple weeks later, we got engaged. A few months later, we were married. So it truly was love at first sight.
Yep.
And we've been together doing this job.
Can you remember how long?
Close to 20 years, almost 20 years we've been together and just doing the Schroeder thing.
Yeah. We love it. And Ben grew up, his father is a retired veterinarian, so he was sort of born into it and fell in love with the profession from a young age. And I
think Erin just has always loved animals.
Yeah.
She kind of forged her own path, into this veterinary profession. Started with a horse that her folks let her have, and they aren't horse people.
No, my mom is petrified of horses, but they really wanted to make my dream come true. So
they helped her along with this path, and that's pretty cool dedication that Erin has shown to become a vet. And like I said, it's kind of in my family, and luckily we get to be Dr. Schroeder back right where I grew up.
Well, it's been so heartwarming and inspiring talking to you both. Congratulations on almost 20 years together, and also on this all-new season of Heartland Docs. You can watch this show on Nat Geo Wild on Saturdays at 10 p.m. Pacific time. So thanks both of you for being here today.
Can't wait. Please watch our show.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us this morning.